When you should be selling your crypto. I want to talk about this. This is going to be the most powerful video that talks about indicators, showing you clean, simple analysis you can take with you on your journey. You need to know. If it sounds interesting, drop that like. This is going to be a powerful one. I'm telling you now. You need to know when to sell your crypto. I always know when I'm selling my crypto. So I want to take you through a few charts. I'm going to take you through I want to take you through some charts that you can look at simple with your eye. You can see exactly where the top of the cycle where the cycle has been, and I've been around for many years, right back since 2015, so I've seen a lot happen in this space, right? And this is not financial advice. I just want to show you these indicators. You know, many people do not sell when there's an opportunity to take profits, and then you end up losing 50, 60, 70% of your portfolio when you could have taken decent profits. And if you're as a Patreon, I've guided you on your journey. I've shown you when I've been taking massive profits. I've made massive gains in the last few years. I've learned a lot through the last few years. I've lost a bit of money here and there, but overall, it doesn't compare to the amount of gains that I've made because of knowing when to sell my crypto. And this is the biggest problem that people face. They do not know when to sell crypto. So hopefully I can make it simple for you. You can come onto TradingView, set these up yourself, and have a look and decide when to sell your crypto just from looking at this, right? So I want to show you a few charts. This is what the monthly time frame for Bitcoin, and I've got the RSI. Now I usually use the stochastic RSI with it. I've got it muted down here. I'm going to take it off. I just want to keep it simple because the RSI you can clearly see where the top is, right? I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you this on the weekly time frame because some might say, well, you know, you sold back in March. Why would you sell in back in March? Well, I'm going to show you what I look for in the RSI. And I'm going to show you this over here, which is the pi cycle. It's been known to call tops to perfection every single cycle. Right, so we're going to talk about that. I'm going to show you some Glassnode analysis as well, something that I really like to keep my eye on that can give me an indication of the top is in. I haven't got time for guessing. If you're in this crypto space and you're buying cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, whatever it is, and you're guessing, you are not an experienced trader. And I want to switch that up for you. I want to make sure that when you leave watching this video, you know you're not guessing anymore. You know exactly when to sell. So you can take your beginner stage to whether it's a professional, experienced, a legendary, whatever you want to call it, you know exactly what you're looking for. Let's start with this. So this is the RSI on the monthly time frame. If you want to get this up, which you're welcome to do so, you come onto TradingView, tradingview.com. Right? I have no affiliate links or anything. I'm just trying to show you, how to, or when the best time to sell is, and you decide what you want to do. Now, I have the premium version. It might be called Pro or Premium. And the reason I got the premium is because it gives me more charts, more indicators. I can have fun with that. If you can't afford that, maybe watch channels that can show you this, because I'm going to keep showing you all the time. Right? You need to know. So stick around, like and subscribe. And Patrons will see stuff as well. They will see a lot of stuff when it gets closer to the top with Glassnode analysis. They need to see this stuff and make sure people are aware of when I'm selling and when I think a good time is to sell. So what are we looking for? Once you've got TradingView up, you can click on this top left area here. You can search Bitcoin. Like that, search Bitcoin. And on the right hand side, it shows which kind of chart you're looking at. You're looking at the Bitstamp chart, Coinbase chart, the Binance chart. I like to use, you can use the Bitstamp, or I like to use the index. And notice up here, I've got crypto highlighted because, Forex, futures, you want to put it on crypto. I like to use the Bitcoin index chart. It's not showing it right now. Maybe what I can do is type BTC and see if that comes up. But usually on the right hand side, you'll see a thing saying index. Maybe it's because I've already got it up. But anyway, Bitstamp is also really good. It's very popular. You can use the Bitstamp chart if you cannot find the index chart, right? So once you've got your Bitstamp Bitcoin chart up, you can then click on here where it says the time frame, and you can switch it to the monthly time frame. I'm coming down, you switch it to 1 month. Obviously, with the premium version, you get different, you can choose how many, what time frame you want to look at. Now, there's two types of sellers in this crypto space. You have short-term sellers and you have the long-term sellers. And I seriously believe it's the long-term sellers that make millions in this space. People that bought Bitcoin back in 2013, 2014, these people, the reason they made millions is because they held it long-term, at least to the top of this cycle or to the top of this cycle. You know, many people, you know, you sit there right now and you go, I wish I bought Bitcoin back in 2010 when it sort of launched. But even if you did, would you have been able to stomach this rise up and then a massive drop down and still wait many years? Now we're talking about short-term sellers, because I guarantee you someone that bought Bitcoin at 75 or 80 cents saw it shoot up to like $30 and sold, and then or if they didn't sell, they saw a massive drop down to here and they panicked because they had an opportunity to sell $30 and then they didn't sell. They saw the massive drop. They just thought, you know what, forget this, I'm losing all my money, I don't want it to go down to 80 cents again, I'm selling. They make 3 times their money back. Had these people been waiting long term, 10, 15 years, which is hard, really hard to do, especially with altcoins as well. It is really hard to do, right? But this is why when you find projects, you have to really believe in them. So when I buy crypto projects, I try to tell patrons I'm holding long term. You see it all the time, right? I'm holding long term. I don't care if it's a meme, if it falls to zero, fine, I've lost it all. I want to hold long term, because if in the next 2 years it starts to go crazy, if it happens in 4 months, fine. But if it happens in 2 to 3 years, great. I make massive gains because I held long term to really let it grow and expand, grow adoption and everything else. I've got yellow arrows at the top of this chart, which signal the top of the cycle. You can see it, right? And then I've got yellow arrows right here on the RSI, which stands for Relative Strength Index, which is pointing at the top of where it's peaked out on this RSI. Now I have these white lines. I can remove them for now. You know, it's not a big thing. I'll remove the white lines for now. Actually, no, I'll keep the top one on. I'm going to keep the top one on because I was using it for another thing to show where... Actually, I'll keep them both on. And I'll tell you why I've kept them on, right? So let's just study this RSI and then you'll understand what I'm trying to show you here. So we have, real quick, we've got the blue zone, right? If you look closely, there's a blue zone. And then obviously the blue line is traveling forward and backwards, right? Up and down, but it's going forward in time. So this blue zone usually tells us when the price is overbought or oversold. How? You've got dotted lines. So at the top of the blue zone, these dotted lines here, actually I'll bring the white line down just for a second so you can see. This dotted line right here says if this blue line goes above this white line that I've just done, you know, dotted line, it's going to become overbought. Means people are buying it too much, which means at some point it's going to have to reverse and sell. People need to take profits. People want profits. People want money. They're going to sell. How and when do you know they're going to sell? Well, the max that I've seen it go in the past is right up here, right? At about a level of about 95, right? So at the lowest, I'm trying to give myself a window gap, because what if it doesn't go to 95? Let's just say anywhere between 90 to 95 is probably going to be your best time to sell your cryptocurrency if you're paying attention to this RSI, because I am. So let's go back on that now. Put that line. I'll tell you why I put this line, because I'm looking for windows of opportunities, right? So first, let's focus on, real quick. And if the dotted line down here, if you ever see the RSI come below, you haven't really seen it on the monthly time frame yet. You see it on the weekly time frame. Let me just quickly show you where look at this RSI right down here, right? Where it comes down, it comes below these dotted lines and it goes oversold, right? That's usually a good time to buy. That usually tells you when the bottom of the market is in, and you can see with the price action here that when it goes oversold, it's usually round about near enough the bottom of the cycle, right? But it's just clean and simple. You want to sell when this blue RSI comes up to this area here, and as you can see, I've drawn 2 dotted lines, a green and a gold. This is my pocket, my window of opportunity to take massive gains, like incredible gains, money that I've just like winning the lottery. That's what it's like, right? Now, it's hard to do if you're not paying attention to these charts in crypto. Now, usually when Bitcoin goes up, altcoins fly with it. There's usually a rotation. So after Bitcoin sells off, about a week or few weeks later, we see the altcoins have its final, hurrah, and then that's it, it's done. So you can kind of use this to guide yourself with the altcoins as well. But I can also talk about the total market cap. That can be another video. I just want to show you clear signs. Like I said, I haven't got time to guess. I'm not guessing anymore. I'm showing you where I'm looking and where I'm taking profits. So, price, let's take a look at, let's go right back, right? So this right here, let me bring this down a bit. We've got 2013's top of the cycle. It comes tumbling down. We see a bear market. Then the price starts to move back up. How do you know when to sell? You're looking for this blue RSI to come right up here and test this area anywhere between 90 to 95. Now I'll put this white line here as 85 just to let me know that we're coming into it. So if you look in the past, we've got this RSI here, peaked into it twice. Actually, you could have sold twice there. There must have been two tops in 2013. We had one in April, one in December. And I'm going to show you how I can confirm that there were two tops. I'll show you that in a moment with the pie cycle. But both fine examples to be taking profits, because when this happened back in 2013, there was a massive 80% dump. Right, we saw a massive sell-off, and then it came for a second top right here. But this was clear indications of where you should be taking profits, right? Like I said, you come to the bottom, new cycle ahead, 2017 comes up, bang, we reach to the top at 2018. Here's your yellow marker telling you it's the top, but more specifically, it's this right here. It's your indication, your RSI that's going to indicate you and tell you where the top of the cycle is, because it's come, first of all, above this white line. It's then come into my green zone and my golden zone. Anywhere in between here, I'm going to be seriously looking to take the majority of my profits. So, I mean, I have taken decent profits. I've been lucky enough to be in this crypto space many years to be able to, you know, catch coins early, understand trends, understand all of this stuff, which is, you know, why the channel's doing well. So all I'm doing now is just sharing my knowledge, showing you what I'm seeing, showing you how to use the charts, learning from different people how to read charts. I didn't know before. Had to teach it. Had to teach myself. Had to learn from others. So because of my knowledge, I'm just, again, it's going to make it easier for you guys to understand. And again, if you can't afford this, watch the channel, because I will be showing this on the channel. You need to know, right? This is my window of opportunity. I'm selling when the blue RSI comes up, pierces through this green line, anywhere here, anywhere in this pocket of opportunities where I'm going to be selling between the green and the gold dotted lines. That's where we've always near enough seen the top. Now that happened twice here. It happened here, and I'll put a line here like that, and then it happened here, which was near enough the top. You're probably thinking, damn, that's a big gap in this last cycle from here all the way up. That's a big gap. How do you know whether to sell here or here? Now that's up to you, right? But the way I look at it is like this. If you were buying down here, which a lot of the time when I share Patreon buy alerts, especially in the bear market, we've been buying loads at the bear market. Look at the massive rally. You're talking 1,900% upwards with Bitcoin. Can you imagine what that did with the altcoins back then? I was around back then, so I saw it. Right, we're talking XRP went crazy. We saw flipping Ethereum go crazy. Coins that you probably don't even know about, Vertcoin. Trust me, I saw VeChain. It was called VEN. VEN back then. Well, that was the ticker. Yeah, I've seen a lot happen over this last few years. So, you know, this is what I know to be true. I'm looking for this blue line to come up to here, and that's it. And look, this gives you a fine example. So if you've been around since 2018 or you haven't, you know, next cycle came along, we saw the 19 event, and then bang, off and away it went. Then surely some of you guys came in at 2020, 2021, where you heard about Elon Musk, you know, all the Bitcoin and stuff, and then the whole meme coins going crazy, him loving Doge, all of that stuff, the whole madness with, what's it called, is it Robinhood? You see, when they started to stop trades and people started going crazy, buying more Doge, all of that happened here. Look at what the RSI was doing at that time. First of all, it come out of this blue zone, which then resembled it was beginning to be overbought. It came past this white line, which is my trigger. Right, it's come past the white line. I better start thinking about selling. Let me see if we can get up to the green line into the golden zone. It comes up, it kisses the green line. So for me, anything between the green and the gold, I'm going to be taking some profits. If in this example, right, because some people might not always get the top. It might come to the green and you might say, oh, I'm waiting for the gold, but it's not coming. But this is where you can really analyze this, because if it comes to this green and then this RSI starts to curve back down, you know, that just there, from there to there, that's your chance to maybe consider taking profits before it starts tumbling down. You can see a slight curve, right? But it kissed the green. So maybe what you can say to yourself is, if it hits this green, I'm just going to have to consider taking some decent profits, because for me, look at that. The green, if you measure up to this candle, that is the top. That's where you can make a lot of your money. And if it's not the top, at least you're still making a decent amount of money here, rather than selling it and just losing a whole lot. right? And altcoins, they bleed hard. So let's take a look at where we are today, this cycle, where you are right now. You've been investing, you've been watching channels, you've been watching me, watching everyone else. People are telling you this and that, buy this and buy that, sell this and sell that. I'm buying this. And, you know, what have we achieved with this RSI over the last sort of few years? Well, this is where we are. We haven't even come up to my white line yet. We haven't even touched the green line yet. I believe, and I seriously believe, that my thing trying to talk, my fridge, it talks. I seriously believe that we are gonna see one last final hurrah. We're gonna see one last final move. I seriously believe that we're going to see it, and many people are going to be blinded to it. And the people that do not know how to sell, you're going to be the ones that get dumped on by smart investors. Now, I highly recommend, if you don't know how to use this chart, you find someone that shows you how to use it. You're probably asking, how do you get the indicator up? Because I've shown you how to get the thing up here, which is the chart. I've shown you how to switch the months. You can also click on here, indicators at the top. Then you can search RSI. That's it. Relative Strength Index, the top one. Click it. It will look something like this. If yours is purple, you can click it. You can change this top color to whatever color you want. It was probably purple. You can change it to blue. I like the blue. It's clear, easy to see. If you want to draw these dotted lines that I've got, you can literally hover anywhere, hold the ALT button and tap H. It draws a line. If you want it to be dotted, you can tap it, double click, see where it shows this line. You can change it to the dotted or the dashes, whatever you want, whichever one suits you. The thickness of the line depends on how thick you've got it down here, right? So if you want it thin, you can tap on the thickness down here, right? So that's how you make these lines. But it's important that you have something like this to look at, because if you don't, you ain't gonna know when to sell. At least now, I'm not guessing. I have a clear mind. I know that when it comes up to this white line, I can start preparing all my crypto, move it to exchanges, get ready for it to come and peak and kiss that green line. Because when it hits that green line, I'm selling like an absolute boss. And I want you guys to do so as well. Why do you think I'm making the video? If I didn't want you guys to make some good gains, I wouldn't share this video. I'll keep it hush, just zip it up, keep it to myself, sell it, just let Patreons know when I'm selling. No, I think it's important for everyone to understand. And this is why some YouTubers will become favorable than others, because they're helping others. And I think it's important to help others. I start off with nothing, 200 flipping pounds, which is about $230. And it's because I had helpful YouTubers on my journey, I realized that I want to do the same thing. I want to help. So that's that. This is the RSI on the monthly time frame. Don't forget it. It's powerful. You can make some big gains, right? Let's get rid of these yellow lines like this and this. We don't need them. I just want to show you the tops, show you the arrows that resemble it, right? And we're looking for this pocket. So at some point, this will come up, I think. I really believe it could. Where's my little brush to draw? Here we go, brush. I think we're going to see this RSI come up like this, and eventually come up and kiss this line, and then come up and peak towards this green dotted line. And once it does that, yeah, that's it. And at that point, everyone's going to be telling you it's going higher and higher and higher. Everyone's going to be telling you you've got to make massive gains. It's only just begun. But the smart money, like me and everyone else that are smart, is going to be considering taking profits right here, if it can get there. So now, real quick, because, you know, I did take some profits, massive gains, right back way when. And you're probably thinking, well, how did he do it? Because when you're looking at this, it didn't get up there. Actually, it got here. So why would he sell here? Well, you can switch this to a weekly time frame. Like I said, you're going to have short-term investors, long-term investors. I am a long-term investor, but I'm smart with my investments. And if I think there's a place to take profits, I will do. And then I could buy it back in if I feel like it's really come to the top of it. So in this case, it may not have been the top of the cycle, but it was definitely the top of that trend, the wave that we saw. And on this, it's the same thing. We got the RSI. Ignore the bottom one. That's the stochastic RSI. That can be for another video. I want to keep it simple, clean. I've got a yellow line on the RSI, and it's peaking about 88. I don't know if you can see it right here. It says 88. This 88 level, this RSI doesn't hit this level often. Look, the last time it hit this level since 2024 February was back here of January 2021, 3 years ago. it does not hit 88 often. So if I see it at 88, that's a good opportunity to be taking profits. And look at where it hit off, right about here. So vertical line, roughly about March the 11th. Was that around the time that I was telling you guys, Patreons, that I'm thinking about taking some profits? Somewhere around March, because I remember in April was when I shared my video 1 month after my time capsule video. And this is why, because I was looking right here, right? So, and it's important. This is a powerful line. You will not see it hit 88 often. So when you do, it's a good time to consider taking profits. Let's go back. So from 2020 to 2021, when was the last time it hit 88? Was right back here, look. And that is the year 2017. 18, 19, 20. It's like flipping 4 years ago. Does not hit this level often. So if it does, I should consider taking profits. It hit it twice through this 2017 cycle. Let's zoom in, because look, we've got a few up and downs, but this one didn't hit it. I mean, you could have took profit there if you wanted. But yeah, so we hit it here, which you could have took some profits and then bought back in if you wanted to. Waited for that big drop of about 30-40%. You see, and when that happens, altcoins are bleeding 60, 70, 80, 90%. You know, because you've experienced it this cycle, right? And then obviously one final rally, bang, straight up. That's a massive wave up to get your final hurrah. I know it's the words. And then if you take a look back, the last time it came up to the 88 level was back here 2013. 4 years. So I believe that, I don't know, will we come up here again? Will we come and test this again? It's possible. It's possible we can. But if we don't, it's fine. This is why I took it, right? Because I saw it come up to this 88 level. That's a good level to have, right? When you're playing with these RSIs on the monthly and the weekly time frame. Let's take a look at this. Again, I want clear signs. I don't want to be guessing when to sell, and neither do you. So this is the pi cycle top. And it's been known to call the tops to perfection. How does it work? Look, it's really simple. When this orange line comes up and crosses with the green line, it marks the top. It's that simple. So all you have to do is watch it. And if you watch it, you will see exactly when it marks the top, because this orange line crosses with the green line. You can see I've circled this area, and it puts this sort of pink line straight down. Let me make it clear so you can see the pink line. Make it clear. And then make it clear like this. And then like this. And then make it down. And then lip thickness. And click it like this. And no thickness. Oh, well, I thought I can make it thick. But you can see the pink line now. That's when the top is. And look, I put a little arrow here to show you. It also shows you in red writing, or white writing in the red box, pi cycle top. We're looking for the cross from the orange line to come up and cross with the green line. Let's take a look at the past. Remember I said to you, I know it had a double top, because back in 2013 it did two tops. There's your cross right there. There's the sign, and there's your second cross where the orange line comes up again, crosses with the green line. There's your double tops, right, or two tops. So let's take a look in the future. 2017 cycle, bang, calls the absolute top. Was you here in 2020 and 2021? Was you watching this pi cycle? I remember sharing this pi cycle in 2021. And I said to you, look, this is just marked the top. It's up to you. You guys decide what you want to do. But this is telling you that it's at the top. Look at where it showed it, where it was at the top, right here. Now you're probably thinking, but it went on to do set another high or similar high. Yes, but this is where all the action was happening, right here. And this is why the pi cycle called it the top. This is where Tesla got in, Elon and everything else. So if this was the top, well, essentially it was. Look, selling, put it like this, look, whether you sold here, right? I just want to show you the difference from where this is marking it. It was marking the top about here, somewhere around here. Whether you sell there, or it has a massive fall down and comes back up and sets a new all-time high here, how much more money are you making between this yellow line and this top yellow line? You're not making that much difference. So I would have much rather have sold in certainty, knowing that this is telling me the top. Okay, I missed out on a little couple of percent. What's the percentage that I missed out on from here to here? I missed out on, let me see if I can make a little percentage from here to here. I missed out on 6% of the prices going up. Fine. But at least I sold the majority of the wave. Now you might not get the absolute top, but would you rather, like buying somewhere, let's say you didn't buy the absolute bomb, but you kind of bought just somewhere like here, would you rather make massive gains like this 870% returns. Imagine what that's doing to the altcoins. Altcoins at that point are just going mad. Flipping 100x, 200x. Matic went 300x. Cardano 300x. Back then, Shiba Inu 1000 something x. They're going crazy at this point. But if you look and you see Bitcoins topping out, that's a good signal for your altcoins to say, well, actually, maybe this could tumble down, because when Bitcoin falls, the altcoins fall with it. You've seen it. So I'm again looking for clear signs. That's going to tell me where the top is. Where's the top right now? Let's have a quick look. What are we doing right now? This is what we're dealing with right now. This hasn't even marked the top yet. This hasn't confirmed anything yet. But what I do know in the past is when this orange line has come up and crossed with the green line, it's always signaled the top. Where will the top be? I'm going to keep an eye on this. And again, if you want to grab this indicator up, you know how to set it up. Look, Bitcoin, the Bitstamp chart. You can choose the daily time frame. Like I've got it on 1 day, and you can come over to indicators, search PI cycle, just like that. There's a few here you can use. I like to use the Ninorigo one. That one.
Viewers, apologize. I'm continue.
Because look here, Ninorigo. Yeah, that one. I like to use that because it's just clean and precise. It gives me the pink line when it says top. So yeah, that one. And I'm just going to watch it like a hawk. I'm going to look and decide when it is. And when I see it, I'm telling Patreons. I'm going to tell the channel. You guys are going to see it on the channel, like and subscribe. But if you don't want to miss it and really know when, Patreons, they will see it. Because these are the things that I'm looking for. When you use this and you use this together, you become an absolute boss. And people are like, how? How do you know when to do this? How are you always selling near enough at the top? And you're saying, look, I'm just following these 2 simple things that tell me when to sell. You can use it for buying. Remember I told you there's a white line down here. Well, why is there a white line? Look, because I was using it for a window of opportunity. See it? When it comes below this white line, that's your pocket of opportunity to be buying. And look at where you're buying on the chart right down here. Right? Same down here. There's your pocket of opportunity. This is when you want to be buying. Look at where you're buying right down here. This is what I was doing. So when patrons are going to me, what are you buying now for? It's going down to 12K, 10K. I'm like, listen, it's come down to my pocket of opportunity. I'm buying now. You look at the videos right back then, you'll see the videos of the coins that I'm buying. Look, there's your massive capitulation drop. There's your pocket of opportunity to buy. And this is why I kept the white line there. Now you understand. So that's them two. So you understand that. What was this? That was the Pi cycle. Let's take a look at Glassnode. I need to start sharing more Glassnode. This is the MVRV Z score. Let's have a look at what it does. The MVRV Z score evaluates whether Bitcoin is overvalued or undervalued relative to its fair value. So yeah, should I read more? No, there's no point. Look, it's really simple. When it goes up to this red zone, or this sort of reddish zone, that's when people, investors, holders, whatever it is, that's when they start to think that the price is overvalued. And they're going to start to sell. When it's undervalued, it sits in this green zone down here. And that's the time where you want to buy. When it's undervalued, very hard to buy the bottom, right? But if you're looking at something like the MVRV score on the Glassnode, again, I got the premium service. You can, there's different ones. Actually, maybe I haven't got the highest, but I've got the mid one. I don't know, actually. Do I have that? I don't know. Anyway, enough to be able to show me what I need to see. When you see it down here in this green zone, it's a buy of an opportunity. And again, patrons, when I was seeing the bottom down here and I was telling you I was buying this because we were in this green zone. Now we're out of it. We're sort of right up here. Can you see it? We are up here with this orange price, right? We're nowhere near the red zone. Again, I'm looking for clean, precise answers. I want to see where the top is. I don't want to be guessing. Now we're not, this can give you an insight. This shows you shows what happened in the past. So you can use that to your advantage in the future. Now, I know that when it peaks into this red zone, it's near enough the top of the cycle, right? And I want to be taking profits or preparing to take profits when it peaks into this red zone. Every time it's marked the tops, it's been in this red zone. You can see the double top that I told you about in the past. That's what we're looking at. Even right back way when Bitcoin was first starting off, but we can zoom this in. We don't need to see a lot of that. But this is our signal when it's coming into this red zone. Right now we are down here. So this is why I feel like we have one final massive rally that could absolutely shock a lot of people, make insane millionaires. But the ones that become millionaires will be the ones that know when to sell. And if you don't know when to sell, you're going to watch your money go all the way up, and then you're going to see it dump on your damn face because you did not make a decision to sell. So this is why you have to be focused. This is why you have to watch channels that are going to help you. If you want to watch channels that make fun of other influencers, fine, you do that. What information are they giving you? I always say this to you. I like to share helpful information that can guide you on your crypto journey. Ones that you know that when you look at this, you say, right, okay, I know what I'm doing now. And that's what this was about. Has this been helpful? Drop that like, give me a subscribe. Do you want to see more? I can bring a solid video on when to buy. Like I said, I've told you a little glimpse of it already. There's my pockets. That's what the video would be like pretty much. If you want to see it, I've got other indicators that show us when to buy. I've got indicators that can show us, if the market's topping out, if, all these kind of things. So, well, I suppose that's the top as well, when it's topping out. Trends. We can say when trends are going to reverse. I can show you when trends are reversing and stuff. That's basically what this was as well, trend reversal. Maybe it's coming up for another wave. Look, this looks like it could be like 3 waves. If you understand Elliott waves, if you don't, maybe I can drop a video on that. Where's the Elliott waves? Here we go. Just to show you what I see, right? ABCD, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got from here 1. Here we go. 1, 2. Usually the third wave is the biggest. 3, 4, maybe a 5th wave somewhere up here like this. And then when that happens, this last leg up could be where altcoins just go absolute. Actually, I've done a video on Elliott waves already a while ago when I was showing you some other stuff, right? I can't remember what they call it. Distribution. What they call it? Wyckoff distribution. So it's a few years ago. Maybe I'll bring another video on it. So yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it here. Hopefully this was helpful to you. Drop a like, give me a subscribe, become a Patreon. They will see when I'm selling. The link is in the info section to my Patreon. Highly recommend you check it out. You're still in a fresh month. Gives you the opportunity to, come mingle with these successful people in this group. There's already millionaires in the group. There's smart investors that understand trends. They're as good as me with charts. They understand things. So yeah, you're not going to miss out. I recommend my exclusive VIP partner tier, this one here. It's my most popular tier at the moment. It's cheap, it's cheerful, it's easy. If you can afford it, however, and you've got the money to do so, I've got a CEO tier, gives you access to the VIP Telegram group. It's a powerful network. The whole place is a powerful network, but there's big money in that space that understand trends and everything else, that are constantly sharing meme coins, all these kind of coins, micro caps. They're getting in mega early. You are super alerted. They're buying things 2 months later, not all the time, just recently, or however long later, I'm buying it. Then people on Patreon have seen it, then they're buying it. They're just getting in mega early. So yeah, if you don't want to miss out, come check it out. Guys, thanks for watching. Let me find this thing again. I'll leave it on here. Thanks for watching. Let's get rid of this. Just keep it simple. Hold on. Here we go. Boom. And I will see you in my next video. Cheers.